Oh.
Okay.
Yep, we've got that.
Click the preview button and then click the play icon in the preview window. Play. It's more than 1 second delay.
It is now. Well, it's just the preview.
Okay. It may take some time. After you have previewed, click start streaming.
You have a big smile on your face.
Stop stream. Okay, apparently we are streaming. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
We are live. The internet can totally see you now. Okay, I'm going to minimize this so I don't mess with it.
Okay, but it's going to be backwards. Or it's going to be wrong, so you're going to be watching yourself at the wrong time. Yeah. I would minimize that and do the other one.
Okay, but we first need to share it.
Yes.
Is this what we share?
Server URL.
Stream options.
We're now live. Okay.
2 people are watching? That's creepy. Who are they?
Can we see that? Nope.
Nope. Okay. Live.
The health is good.
Okay. And then last bracket. Where's the... Okay, now I've got volume.
Add descriptions. Drunkenly taking questions about psychology. Questinos.
Okay. Encoder setup. Share. There it is. Copy. No, wait. I want you to share this.
Why? You can share it. And then I'll reblog you.
Okay. Have you seen that video of...
What's his name?
O'Brien?
We'll do it live! We'll do it live!
Okay.
Oh my.
What?
Oh.
What? What's going on? We need someone to tell us if they can hear us.
TJ.
Yeah, I hope it's not making that annoying noise for everybody else.
Sorry,
that would have been bad.
Yeah, pretty
Spill
tough.
your fancy drink.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Onto my cheap carpet. And ding your thingy. Your Chromebook. such a perfect picture of Maddie on things.
What's the sound we're hearing?
Feedback.
There are two. Maybe there are two microphones, and one needs to be shut off.
In my computer?
Well, there's the one recording for the.
Sound. Input. Internal microphone.
That's all I got.
Like the screechy microphone kind.
What if I promise him that we'll feed each other later if he helps us?
And tell him to go online and check my Tumblr and use the link and see if it's coming through on the other end.
We'll feed each other potatoes.
Yes. Corned beef and drippy pieces of cabbage. This is so gross.
If you help us, we'll live stream ourselves feeding each other potatoes later.
That doesn't get his attention. I don't know what will.
You feel very flumpy today.
Yeah.
That is such a badass picture.
Yeah. Excuse me, beauty dubs. Rihanna and Drake.
Weird. That's weird.
I've got some comic books to catch up on.
Wait, what? Yay, Hamlet.
Drives away.
What, like it's hard? I love that. I love that a lot.
You got into Harvard Law and then shows all of her stuff preparing and actually doing the work. What, like it's hard? She's such a good role model.
She is. We're currently experiencing technical difficulties, specifically that we don't know what we're doing.
Nice. But click anyway. And tell us if we've got it all wrong. I like this tiny potato.
I do too. Do the thing.
I say that all the time.
I do too. I always say, I need to eat a thing.
That sounds like a Gwen, too. A Gwenism.
Eat a thing?
Yes. Actually, she says, I need to eat a food.
Yeah. Just one food.
Yes. Sometimes she pronounces it like fud. That.
Yeah.
This guy's good.
It's real pretty. And it's a micron, and I love microns.
And this person does color microns.
Oh.
All the times.
I need this.
This one right
Send
here.
it a picture to me. Send it to me. Like, message it.
Right. Okay. We can do that. Message to Callie.
Did you like the drunk flamingo that I sent you?
Yes. Is that even a question?
Is it going to make the noise? The stupid noise it's not even going to do anything. Like,
does your phone need my Wi-Fi?
It has it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was what I was doing before, but it's just so stupid. Like, it'll tell me way too late that I have messages, but then it won't let me get the messages because it's Tumblr.
Yeah. The other day I tried clicking on a bunch of things and nothing would do anything except for hearts.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was a little behind on, or I still am, on Bitch Planet. I need to catch up on that. It's really good. I'm so glad they got married.
Oh, yeah. And then flop. I feel like I will feel less flumpy.
Is it working?
Cindy was perfect. I give her a ring of keys and she'd sit there and play with them for 3 hours, not a peep out of her. I love Bridget. Oh, what is that?
Make your own watercolors. Wow.
Where did they get the colors?
Looks like food coloring.
Oh.
It's regular food coloring. Oh my gosh.
What? I want to go to there.
I'll send you that one too.
Yeah. Okay, so then it should come up here, but it's not. Good job, Tumblr. You broke another one.
You think?
It's that Schadenfreude thing. Can we discuss Schadenfreude?
Look at that. For the record, she actually abandoned the movement before they all got whooping cough. But abandoned it too late.
Because that's how vaccines work.
Herd immunity. I don't actually know enough about Schadenfreude to...
You need to research, because...
I don't even know where to go.
Whoa, whoa. Is anybody?
I know that Tony had a question yesterday that we can talk about.
Tony.
Fragile.
Oh, Tony.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking of that Tony.
Okay. You were thinking of a male Tony with a Y?
I was, and I don't know why. See, it's doing it. Look, it's...
2.
So then give them to me. I know they're from Rachel. I watched her send them.
Tumblr's kind of a shitstorm. You know what we should do?
What should we do? Yes. And who's on there? But we need help. was the last?
There it is. Wendy.
How long ago? 5:25. It's now 5:31, so it was only 6 minutes. Carrie liked the post.
Hello. Hello. Oh, look, we got another viewer, but then they went away.
Aww.
Maybe that means there was feedback.
Oh. Wait, no, they're back. Look.
Ooh. 3 whole people. Hello.
You can't hear us because there's so much feedback.
It's possible.
Why are those? I am
Samani, maybe?
I don't hear any.
Kamani?
Oh, he doesn't hear any feedback.
Yay! Hi! I guess I don't need to type that because you're watching. Hi! Do you have any questions about psychology?
Do you hear us? Do you hear us?
Can you hear us talking to you?
Talk to us on Slack.
Yeah. If you text us
John?
on Slack, we will know that you can hear us.
You're not texting us on Slack.
So I know this isn't his name, but the other day, one of my students referred to somebody.
I hear you fine.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! One of my students referred to somebody as McLovin. I don't know who they meant, but they said, "Is that like when McLovin did the thing?"
It's a movie, but I don't know.
I know,
the movie.
but it had nothing to do with the people we were talking about.
Okay.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. He's typing. I would wave, but you know, you can't see me.
I think you should wave anyway.
Wave at your phone/computer. You don't have to type it. He's
I know,
listening
but
to
I
us.
want everyone else to see that I said it. Okay, so we can close this for now?
Mhm.
No, we should keep it open in case anybody sends a question.
I got my phone.
Okay. Well, in case anybody sends me a question. And then we can... Oh, he's typing again.
What's he saying?
You guys drunk yet? Or is this the warm-up? We're working on it.
It's getting there.
Yep.
That's vodka.
Is she infused with blackberry?
Yeah.
Black raspberries?
Blackberries.
Blackberries.
I picked those blackberries.
That she picked with her own hands.
My own hands.
2 hands. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if I'd call it drunk, but we're working on
We're
it.
getting there, and there's potatoes for later. And beef.
Not
Beef
just
potatoes.
potatoes.
No, but we promised TJ that we would feed each other potatoes if he helped us figure out the feedback
Because
problem.
usually we feed each other cookies when we're around him.
We feed each other just stuff. It's like a thing.
That's a good point, because we've used forks for something before.
And drinks.
And you don't need forks for cookies.
No, I mean, that might be fun.
Yeah.
So we just need questions.
Mm-hmm.
We need more than 3 people watching.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be more fun when more people. But it's also recording, so people can watch it later. Which is going to be a really long file. So should I go ahead and answer Tony's question?
Yeah.
And then she can just watch it later?
Yeah, I have the, I took screen caps of everything.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Photos. It's not in that one.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, I can't. What are you thinking?
This is probably when people are finishing up work and or commuting. At least Eastern and Central time zones.
Excuse me.
Okay.
There's, are you still watching? I'm looking at you.
Scholven. So the reason I thought of McLovin is because whenever I see his name on screen, I think Love it.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't know where that.
That's where the connection was.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know why. How did we get here?
Uh-huh.
I don't think he's watching anymore.
That's okay.
Oh,
he is.
Yay!
I'm chewing on my hair.
Is that an oral fixation? Dr. Rar?
Freud. So, Freud.
Okay.
So, can I talk about Freud's dream theory specifically?
Okay, yeah, so here's the question for you.
Okay.
I've always found Freud's theories to be a bit creepy. If his dream analysis work is no longer considered credible, is there anything from his work that you find useful today?
Okay.
He's typing.
The medium answer was yes, sort of. The short answer was yes. The long answer is he was really, really, what?
There's about a minute delay.
Lagged. Oh, like between the sound and the video, you think? Oh, or between probably between when we say stuff and when he responds to it.
We could change that.
We only put in a second delay.
Well, it's stupid then.
I don't know if we can change it without shutting it all down. Does that matter?
Hold on.
It's up to you.
Hold on. He's typing.
We gotta wait a minute until he figures out what we're talking about, and then types, and then we see his response.
Yeah. Still typing.
Still typing.
It's hard to explain. I think your broadcast is delayed. Wait, is this live?
Hi! Oh, Kathy's somewhere within like a 20-mile radius.
She's in, what, Southern Mass, I want to say?
It, yeah. Hi!
Kathy, are you in Southern Mass?
We think you're in Southern Mass. Sometimes I think you're in Rhode Island with me, but then I might be wrong.
And me.
That's right.
I'm in Rhode Island now.
Technically, yeah.
Why technically? I lived here.
Way down in the corner.
But it's still Rhode Island.
Can you talk about how you're basically in Connecticut sometimes?
I spend a lot of time in Connecticut.
There you go.
My whole family is from
I'm
Connecticut.
not an idiot.
But I lived in Rhode Island like way before you did.
Yeah, but when I met you, you were a Massachusetts asshole.
Massachusetts asshole is what you just said.
You're right, it is.
You like stopped in the middle.
I'm what? I'm watching.
I'm watching.
Rachel figured it out. Okay, so that's good. I'm smart. I'm smart.
You're smart.
So one of my sister's nephews drew a thing and then used his own like little kid spelling to say science makes you smart. But he wrote it soyance, like with a Y in there somewhere, makes you smart.
I love that.
Yes. So it has spread to me, and yeah, science makes you smart.
It does make you smart.
Yeah.
Science makes you snort too.
Sometimes it does.
I was watching the gag reel from the last time.
I think that was tickling that made me snort.
That's science somewhere.
Okay,
Everything
sure.
is science.
Oh, man.
My feet are cold. I need my boots.
Do you want some socks to borrow? I have fuzzy socks that are warm.
Yes.
Okay.
I will just sit here by myself on this live stream.
You can show everyone your knitting technique.
I took it off. Kathy is typing.
Here you go. I brought you options.
Oh, I want stripy ones. These ones here. Wait, is that my color?
Not really. It's a little too green. It's not blue-green enough.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Close enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And socketing myself. We're gonna need more boozes soon.
Yep.
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 Do you want to talk about? Hi. It's TJ.
Hi, Tej.
He's not. He can't hear you.
He'll see it eventually. I have faith. You want me to talk about Freud?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one thing about Freud, specifically his dream theory, he said that dreams are unfulfilled wishes. That when we're awake, our unconscious part of ourself, that's like a baby, called it the id, it wants stuff really bad. And some of the stuff that it wants, it gets, like food and water and, fun things to do. But sometimes what the id wants is not socially acceptable. So the other parts of our personality hold us in check and keep us out of jail.
Okay.
Like sex. Freud said the id wants sex all the time. Sex and aggression. Those are the two things where the id gets thwarted.
Is Freud right about that?
Well, probably not. That part, probably not. He was right that we have unconscious parts of ourselves. We do know that there are brain processes going on all the time that influence our behavior, but we're not aware of them. So that right there was something that Freud basically introduced to psychology. But so we're asleep, and all the stuff that we wanted during the day, but we had to trick ourselves into being satisfied with it, all the ego defense mechanisms we use, all that stuff that we really wanted comes out in our dreams.
Okay.
But sometimes, according to Freud, again, the stuff that we want is so socially unacceptable that we can't even dream about it as it is. We have to disguise it. So we have the manifest content of our dream, what we're actually dreaming about, like the plot of our dream. And then Freud said there's the latent or hidden content of the dream.
Which is what that all means.
Yes. So like if you dreamed about a train going in a tunnel, you're really dreaming about sex.
Right.
If you dream about like playing baseball, you're dreaming about penises because the bat is phallic imagery.
That could be anything.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So
Aww.
that is Freud's theory of dreaming specifically, and that's what I meant yesterday when I said, or was it yesterday? Yeah. That's what I meant yesterday when I said it's his theory of dreaming is probably bullshit.
Right, because it's just everything.
Yeah. And then somehow people have come up with all these symbols for like, if this thing shows up in your dream, it means this exact thing for everyone. And that part's probably bullshit too.
Okay.
But the activation synthesis model still allows for dreams to mean something, even if it's just that it's an individual meaning. It's a personal meaning.
So the ego and the id stuff, is that
Yes.
still valid?
Nope.
No.
So basically what I tell my students is Freud... So psychology didn't start officially as a science until 1879. Freud came along and published his book. I almost said punish. There's a Freudian slip. Published his book.
But is that even a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1904. So Freud was really early on in the field of psychology. And at that point, I'm not a historian, but I understand that at that point, most of psychology was about sensation perception research. Like, how long between when I turn on a light do you realize it's on?
Yeah.
Or what happens when you look at the Mona Lisa? Tell me about all the things that are going through your head. And then there's also a field of psychology that was doing kind of evolutionary psych, like what's the purpose of seeing in color in the first place?
Right.
So when Freud came along, he changed the game because he was focusing on people who were sick, people who had psychological disorders, and figuring out ways to cure them. And he came up with this whole idea of the unconscious self, and that it was part of our personality. And also, the other big influential part of his theory was his theory of development. We think the specifics are probably bullshit. But he was one of the first psychologists to really say that early childhood experiences matter. They affect how you turn out as an adult.
Oh.
So we know now the personality is not divided into the id, ego, and superego. There's no scientific evidence for that whatsoever. Not the way Freud talked about it. But we all do have unconscious stuff that happens all the time that influences our behavior. And it can even be, to some extent, subliminal. Like, subliminal messages can affect, like, if you subliminally hear the word thirsty, you're going to get really thirsty.
Does that, okay, so you know how there's the part of the brain that, what do they call it? It's like the sympathetic nervous system.
Yeah, it's actually out in your body.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll get my textbook.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Are people still watching us?
Oh, who cares? Just let me talk about psychology.
Okay. But we're not drunk enough yet.
True.
So the sympathetic nervous system, is that what it's called though?
Yes, that is a thing.
Is thirst, is that a sympathetic
Ooh,
thing?
okay. Here we go. Your sympathetic nervous
so
system.
Excited.
I get to tell one of my psychology jokes.
Okay.
They're really bad.
Okay. This is a perfect time for this.
Yeah. Okay, so your nervous system is composed of your central nervous system, which is just your brain and spinal column, and then your peripheral nervous system, all the stuff going out to your muscles and sensory stuff. Your sympathetic nervous system is part of your peripheral nervous system. Okay. And it's the part that gets you amped up for the fight or flight response. Anytime you are scared for your life, or you're just exerting yourself more, so you need to amp up your breathing and your heart rate and all that kind of stuff. That's your sympathetic nervous system.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I use that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I've had trouble with my sympathetic nervous system because of running marathons.
Oh, okay. So they're parts of your autonomic nervous system, which is part of your peripheral nervous system. So your sympathetic...
Don't show me.
Well, you're the one... Okay, I'll show them too. So sympathetic nervous system does all the things for fight or flight response. Parasympathetic calms you down, reverses it.
So do they like fight each other?
I think they more like take turns, more like a seesaw.
Okay.
Although if you experience chronic stress, your brain produces signals that talk to your pituitary gland, which talk to your endocrine system. I don't know. This is distracting.
This is really weird.
Portuguese knitting, taking Randy saw your thing.
I know.
Okay. So you can have a super, super, super stressful life in a way that damages your sympathetic nervous system off switch. So that can be a problem.
Right.
But for most people who aren't super, super stressed out all the time, they just kind of trade back and forth. When you're more active, this takes over. When you're calming down, this takes over.
I have problems with this because adrenaline is a stress hormone. Yeah. And I didn't run until I was 30 years old, so my body was like, and I was pretty sedentary. I was the artist in the family, and my brother was the wrestler and athlete. So when I started running, my brain was like, all adrenaline all the time. Oh my God, we're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Freak out. And then things started working better, definitely. Like, I slept better.
Good.
Because, and like, my muscles got better. I was better at breathing, but I also, like, other things happened that, like hormonal things happened because this is gross. Sorry. My, like, reproductive system just kind of shut down.
I've heard of that.
Well, it's because, that's just not an essential... When you're under times of stress, that part shuts down because it's like, this is not a good time to have a baby. Yeah. So shut that right down and divert that energy elsewhere.
There's some evidence that girls enter into puberty earlier if they're living in a stressful situation. Mm-hmm. And the theory is your tribe must be going to war with another tribe. You need to replace the fallen soldiers.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
It's that your body is deciding that for you.
Yes. Yeah. And then if you grow up in a home without a father figure, I'm not sure if it's your biological father or any male, you will also enter puberty early. That's crazy. Because it's like you've got to find a mate to protect you.
You need to like
provide for you.
In.
Yeah. So, okay, my psychology joke. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Right, so there's this part of the brain, it's part of the limbic system in the center, the middle of your brain. It's not the lower brain, but it's close. It's called the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is really close to your pituitary gland, which is the master gland of all of your endocrine glands. Pituitary gland is way up in there, but it's technically not part of the brain. Okay. It's endocrine. But the hypothalamus...
Like pea-sized or something?
Yeah. The hypothalamus and the pituitary gland talk to each other really closely, and the hypothalamus is the link between your brain and your endocrine system. And here's the joke. Psychologists say it governs the 4 F's. Feeding. So when you're hungry, thirsty, or full, your hypothalamus tells your pituitary gland to send out the signals that, eat something or stop.
Right.
The fight or flight response.
So the hypothalamus talks to the pituitary gland to make your sympathetic nervous system kick in. And then the fourth F is sex. I like that you got that immediately.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I knew that was coming.
There's a little pause between when I say it, when the first person laughs, and then other people are like, "Oh, good, I can laugh." And then there's some people that say, "Why is that? I don't." And we all just kind of wait, put it together. Okay,
we'll get there.
Some people try to make me say fighting, fleeing, feeding, and fornicating, but I just like sex better.
Yeah, that's what I come here.
Yeah. So back to Freud for a second.
Yep. She's in, so she's in nearby. I know where that is because that's right next to where Alexi's family is.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time there.
Cool.
2 years ago.
So one of the cool things about Freud was that he got people to ask questions about things other than sensation and perception. Mm-hmm. He did help to broaden the field of psychology, and some of his therapy techniques are still in use today. Like, I've asked my therapist, what do you think? And she's like, I'm kind of a psychoanalyst. I still use that stuff. So while people might not fully believe in Freud's basis for his practice, they still use his practice.
Got it. Yeah. While you were talking,
we got another question?
No, it was TJ.
TJ.
Hi, TJ. I had texted him earlier. I think we should check and make sure that you're in the shot right now because I feel like you're sitting way far back. Oh yeah, you're good. Everything's fine. And I feel flumpy.
Well,
there's nothing I can do about it. I am in fact flumpy. So I texted him because we thought we were having feedback problems.
Yes.
I said, there's a wife of TJ in need of tech support, and it's Rachel. We're doing a live stream of My Drunk Psych Professor, and we're getting feedback. Not the, you're doing a good job kind, but the screechy microphone kind. And I said, if you'll help us, we'll live stream ourselves feeding each other potatoes later. And then, so he's trying to figure it out, and I said, I think we figured it out. And he goes, oh, good, because I don't know a whole lot about that, so I could try. And I said, there will be potatoes later because you put in the effort. And he said, yay, although it feels odd to be excited about potatoes.
I guess it is a little.
Not if you're me. No. Potatoes are always exciting if you're me.
In this context, I think it's a little weird to be excited about potatoes. But as a food item, no, it's not weird at all.
No.
They're the best.
We're going to eat some.
Starch is the best.
Yes.
By the way, I think that we should pause the streaming and go add the veggies. Prepare and add the veggies.
We could bring the stream with us.
The lighting's not great over there.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would say yeah.
We also need to refresh our beverages and get drunker.
Okay.
Okay.
So how do we
pause?